use the restroom. Yeah, I did. Every time I say I'm going to the restroom, I'm actually changing into a costume, but I want to surprise you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have started recording and you could have done your interests like.
Ventriloquist day.
I just don't know what to do anymore.
This is the best episode. What are you talking about? When you can't look at me in the face. Amazon was having a sale for this wig, $10, usually $20.
Pretty good wig.
It's pretty good. I had to cut it a little bit because the forehead actually was like down here. So maybe it's an old man wig.
You just need to color match it.
Yeah. That's even funnier when it's not color matched.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. You look pretty ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
yeah. That's just,
yeah. Yeah, I get it. You don't have to explain it anymore. Then you already have. Okay. Alrighty. Well then. Just
Master Paint here. It's just
good.
3D print or not the puff paint. That's all it is. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I just gotta take a picture of it. Yeah, too late.
Oh.
Okay. Alrighty. Anyway, podcast. Focus. As you guys can tell, or if you can't tell, then you shouldn't be watching.
You should watch it.
You should
instead.
watch the
You should watch
movie
the movie
first.
Yeah.
We are talking about Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
Yep.
I seen this movie because of Jesse.
Yep. Every time.
Literally every time I've seen this movie is because of Jesse. I've never watched this movie just on my own.
Until this time. Well, I mean,
No, this time
of
it's
me.
because
Still
of me,
because
yeah.
of me.
Yeah, still.
So that should say a lot about my opinions and views of it. I think I've seen this movie like probably 3 or 4 times. There was a point in time where every time like people would go over to Jesse's house, he would suggest watching this movie for fun. So I actually probably watched it more than 3 or 4 times because of that.
But it's just the background. You're not paying attention, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What about you guys? Any thoughts before watching it again?
This is a childhood movie for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad introduced me to it. It was like on channel, I don't remember, it was like 45 or something like that. Whatever like the basic TV was, it would just pop on and I had no idea what it was. I just know it was stupid and I would laugh at it every time it would come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably when I was like 10 years old.
He still laughs even though
Yeah.
like nothing's changed. He's still 10 years old. Like,
Yeah.
like look at how he's dressed.
Yeah.
He chose to dress this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do this on the daily.
How many times have you seen this?
Same amount as you, John, basically.
I'm just going to ignore him.
Like 3 times.
Yeah.
I've probably seen this movie like I don't even know how many times. At least 33 times. No, I'm kidding. A lot of times.
Yeah.
I gave away my DVD to a friend because he liked the movie so much, but I regret that decision. I want the DVD back. I have it on Vudu, but
Just go get another DVD.
I know. I need to buy it.
All right. With that being said, we are going to do our drinks and snacks first.
Okay.
Okay.
Just because they're kind of sitting out there. Yeah. You want to walk us through our snacks?
Oh, okay. We've got, is it the same bubble tea drink?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
same one.
Okay, but they got 2 because...
One for Albert, one for me and Jesse.
Okay.
Because Edward might like it and he might drink it all.
I probably will. Yeah, it's a bubble milk tea drink
The reasoning for
from Taiwan.
The reasoning for the drink
did you
and the
say like
snacks.
I don't know.
The reasoning for the drink and the snacks is because there's a cow in the movie that he fights.
Yep.
And he milks the cow. Yeah.
Moon you.
Can you yeah.
Here's a crack here.
What do you want, huh? Why are you using the toothpick?
I don't know.
Are there the boba balls in here or no? I don't know.
I don't know. It might be for like decoration.
I don't think there is.
Yeah, it's probably blended or something. That's weird. The opening to the can is like not circular. It's like an egg.
That's.
I like
Is
how-
it that?
That's interesting.
I like how we're all pouring it into. But he grabbed the one that was holding up the candies instead of the free one.
Oh,
That's fine. No, I mean,
Just saying.
it's all right.
there you go. Thank you.
There we go.
There you go.
How would you describe this to someone who hasn't drank it?
Strong tea with milk and sugar.
Sounds
That's
disgusting.
what it should be.
It does have it in there.
Oh, it does.
That's
Oh,
bobas?
they're all at the bottom. Do you want some still?
Let me taste it first.
Oh, I feel them sloshing around in here.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they add a lot of sugar.
It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not bad. I think I'd rather go get boba milk tea.
Yeah,
than-
some actual fresh stuff.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I feel like I can really taste the condensed
Milk.
milk. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main flavor. And tea.
He looks so freaking ridiculous, dude. Like I just can't, man.
What's worse, the alien or this one?
This one,
Really?
not worse,
Yeah, yeah.
but like it's just so goofy looking. You got the duct tape triangles.
Oh yeah,
taped
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
with duct tape.
Yeah.
And the mismatched hair and.
Velcro.
Did you just flex your pecs at me while you did that?
No, you were looking.
I was looking before you flexed your pecs.
I don't. I just the pulling action, like activates my pecs.
Didn't do it that time. He definitely showed off the first time. Anyway, let's rate this out of 5.
You have tiny metal triangles.
Out of 5 tiny metal triangles. What would you rate this one?
The tea was good. It's like a 4, but the little boba is not real boba. So
Nah.
it's like a 1.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I give it a 3, and the boba, yeah, it's 1.
I give it a 3 and a 1 as well.
Okay.
Next is this. What is this candy?
It's so this is Japanese, but it's a soft, chewy candy with rich milk flavor, with Hokkaido condensed milk, butter, fresh cream. Enjoy the Hokkaido taste.
Hokkaido.
It's a region in Japan.
Are they shaped like this, or you cut them up?
I cut it up into 3 pieces.
The smell did not smell good. This is still, but
Kind of smell it.
the taste is better than the smell.
Yeah, it's like a creamy, sweet flavor.
I love Hokkaido.
You like it?
It's okay.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like 3. It's just like caramel.
Mhm.
Caramel?
yeah.
Caramel. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a toffee-ish type of candy to me.
Yeah, consistency.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it a.
A 3 again?
Look, we're gonna give a lot of things a 3. Okay.
You still don't really know what the true answer is.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this. This is a 5 for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a 3 for me. Because it's always based on like other things in that category, right? So even though we gave 2 3s for the tea and the candy,
Yeah.
the tea is rated with other drinks.
Yeah.
So it's a very average drink.
Yep.
The candy is a very average candy,
It is.
but you give it a 5. So it's not average.
Well, I mean, I know. I understand it's average for you guys. I like
okay.
it.
Yeah. That's all. So like when we get 2 different
Yeah.
things, like chances of them both being 3s are pretty high.
Yeah.
Well, fine. Okay.
As long as it's not terrible or if it's not super great, then it's probably going to be a 3, honestly.
yeah. Fair.
Yeah. It should honestly just be 1, 2, 3, and then like bad, good, great. It should or okay. I
Basically.
don't know. It should just be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, but that's why we have a 4 instead of a 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we have a rating scale of 5 instead of
Yeah.
3.
It'd be if it'd be 3, it'd be 2.5 for your 4.
Jesse
Yeah.
gets me.
Yeah, I get him.
Wait. What did I miss?
It's okay. Move on. Move on.
It's just like when we went to the marketplace and I told you this is the reason why we come here, and you're like looking around like, oh
yeah. Can I tell the story of the podcast?
You can tell the story in the podcast. I won't
Okay,
get
so-
in trouble.
So
Okay.
we were at this this store. It's called the down the street. It's next to the bar.
Yeah.
And this is where we got the drinks and snacks from the previous episode. And I'm just like so fascinated by all the snacks from different countries and all the like stuff from different countries that's all I'm paying attention to. Like I'm literally just grabbing stuff just to waste money on it. Like and then we go to the cash registers. And I'm still looking at all the stuff that they have because that's all I cared about. And Jesse's like, there's another reason why
you like coming here, isn't there?
why you like coming here. But I didn't hear that. I heard there's another reason why I like coming here. And in my mind, I'm looking around like this is his first time being here, so I don't know what he's talking about like at all. and then the what are the cash
the other cashier.
The other cashier was like, "Oh, we'll take you over here." So then I put my stuff down and I actually focused on everything. And I look across at the cashier that we were in line for, and I was like, "Oh, that's what you mean." She was very pretty.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's pretty. Yeah.
Definitely my type. But it didn't click with me until like probably a good like five minutes.
It took like 3 minutes at least.
5 minutes is a pretty good assumption.
While you're waiting in line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, me today is like not here. But I mean, us today as a group collectively is not here.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't want to bring the other story up on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
The only one that's probably together is the one dressed up like this.
That's what I was trying to imply.
Yeah.
I brought the putty knife. I brought your books.
Literally.
I like literally got every.
Yeah.
I scraped your walls down like.
Yeah, he's on top of
I'm
it.
on top
but
of
he's
it.
dressed like this. The other two of us are
no.
not on top of it.
And I literally spent 4 days driving more than 30 hours. Like,
know.
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me go ahead and talk about all the info for this movie.
Yum.
It's directed by Steve
Odekirk? Yeah, Kirk.
Odekirk. There was a tagline, but it was just stupid. So it was just like brought to you from the guy that made Ace Ventura. That was the tagline. Had a budget estimated at $10 million. Released January 25th of 2002. 1 hour and 21 minute runtime. Rated PG-13. Box office worldwide of $17 million.
Dang.
Streaming on Vudu. That's where we watched it anyways. It's not streaming anywhere else unless you pay for it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get into a Sell That Sip, a 6-word summary of the movie.
Silly, goofy movie for kung fu ventriloquists.
Okay.
Funny, quotable, but only watch once.
That's a unique opinion.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mine is a unique project missing a sequel.
Okay. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and rate it out of 10. Shirt rip-offs.
Shirt rippers?
Shirt rippers.
What would you rate this movie?
I rate. I think I have a lot of fun watching it. Now that I've seen it multiple times, it's just something funny to laugh at and just think about you two always joking about those certain lines that they say in this movie. Just makes it funnier for me. So it's like an 8.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I know.
That's good.
It's that much fun for me.
Okay, so here's my rating. I when we talk about this movie on the podcast, I specifically talk about this movie poorly because I don't think there's a lot to like really talk about, and I think that'll kind of come true in this episode, anyways. But in general, I really do enjoy the movie. Like, I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of quotables. I mean, there was some that completely forgot about that I've been saying all day so far. And I haven't said it yet because if I do say it, there'll be like a counter over my head about how many times is John going to say this in the podcast. But yeah, so this movie's pretty good. I'd give it a 7.
Oh, okay. I was expecting you to not like this movie.
But you knew I liked this movie.
We
Yeah.
watched this too much.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it. We do watch this movie too much, and I've been on record saying that I normally only laugh like, at movies specifically once, and then
This is an exception.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a legendary sip in multiple aspects for me.
Yeah.
It's just nostalgic, it is, but just like how creative, and something like this hasn't really been replicated before, at least not to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give it a 10. It's legendary to me, but it's not like I'll give it 11. I'll give it 11. Like I love this movie. It's so dumb. Like I see the roughness of it, and it's just part of the charm.
Yeah.
For this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the creative process they had to do to take existing footage they had to put the main character in.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah.
We need a sequel, and I watched a lot of movies the last week because I got sick, and I found a great movie for the sequel. Like, it'd be really cool if I could somehow get in contact with the movie studio
Okay.
to like ask to how much it would cost to like use the movie and the project, because I have ideas in mind building off the first one for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can go over them a little bit, maybe, or maybe off air, so no one steals it.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about any of the trivia you found?
It wasn't a lot of trivia. You were talking about like, obviously the voices and the lips don't match up because they would record lines that had nothing to do with the dialogue, and then they would dub over it to kind of mimic the effect of bad like dubbing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said that Steve Odekirk picked this movie because of how many times the main villain was like
Hit in the
Hit in the
groin
groin.
without flinching.
Yeah.
That's specifically why he chose this movie.
Just for that scene.
Just for that scene, yeah.
Really.
If you guys watch the original, they exaggerate it, but it's still a lot of hits to the groin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Additionally, like with what Jesse said, everything's dubbed over. The reasoning is just to give it that like bad like dubbing that we've seen in all these movies before. They would record lines specifically to dub over it poorly. So the example that I was using was in the movie, Steve Odekirk's character says, "But isn't Betty a woman's name?" But if you do the lip reading, he says, "But isn't Yahtzee a family game?" So
Yeah.
it's just kind of interesting how they did that with the characters that are actually real
On set.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
set. Additionally, Odekirk dubbed most of the most of the characters with the exception of one.
Yep.
She dubbed herself.
Yep.
Do you want to take a guess at who that was?
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, but everyone gets the trivia wrong, saying, "Oh, he's done every single voice," but they forget about "whoa." Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Whoa.
Except for the dog. The dog voiced himself too, so that's actually 2.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
It didn't sound like a real dog to me, to be honest with you.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it
Are
doesn't
you
sound like
sure
a real
about that?
dog. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and get into the characters.
Oh, I guess so the premise of the movie, if people haven't seen this movie, is
Premise of this movie.
I mean, or the backstory of creating this movie. Is
Okay.
What is it, Jesse?
Okay, so they took a old kung fu movie from 1976. The original movie is called Tiger Crane Fist or Savage Killers. I don't know the Chinese name, but they took this movie and they basically took all the scenes and they scrambled it around. They inserted Steve Odekirk's face onto the main character, and another trivia, not just his face, but he's inserted onto Master Ting's character. I don't know the actual names.
Mm-hmm.
He's also inserted onto Wimplo's head, on the Wimplo's, and also onto Jimmy Wang. I forgot the actual name, but the main character. It's not just one character. He's actually put onto different heads, different bodies, and it's so creative how they do it. And they made it an entirely different storyline. So the original story is that I'm gonna name them based on the Kung Pao names, but Betty's character, Master Payne's character, is going around killing kung fu masters and disassembling their schools.
Mm-hmm.
And the main character escapes along with Ling's father, and that's his master. And so they go to Master Ting, and they are saying, "Hey, like, help us! Like, we have to rebuild our clan or combine the tiger and the crane styles because they're invincible together." And so that's the story. But in Kung Pao, it's the chosen one is born, and all his life he's being terrorized, and he goes to Master Ting for help, and he meets Wimplo along the way, and he meets Ling, and Ling's father comes along. Like they manipulated like very. You have to watch the original. It's on Amazon Prime, I think, or Vudu. If you have the chance, watch Tiger Crane Fist. It's never been done before. Like this is
It's interesting.
so interesting. Yeah.
And why is he the chosen one? What makes him the chosen one?
Why is he the chosen one? Because he has the mark of infinite wisdom.
Which is a tongue that does.
And
His tongue is alive.
Yeah.
Separately.
And Master Tang, the first question he asks him is, "Does it have a name?" Like what?
Yeah. Tuggy.
Why would he? I should not have asked. Like that's the first mark you ask when you're in the presence of essentially the Avatar. Like
Yeah.
So then, yeah, the quote that I was saying though was like the first question that gets asked in the movie is like, "So what do we do next?" And then Master Payne's character is like, "Open the mouth," like just so random. This movie's great. Let me go ahead and get into the characters real quick. You have Steve Odekirk, who's playing the Chosen One.
Yep, that's his name.
Literally, that's he's just Chosen One.
Yeah, everyone calls him that.
Yeah, Leo Lee playing young Master Payne, Jennifer Tung playing Woe, and then everyone else like Betty, Ling, Wimplo, all the masters. They're all edited in, so I just didn't add them.
Yeah.
Because
It's the original Chinese cast. or
Yeah.
whatever.
The Betty is played by Lung Fei, and he's like a really like big Chinese like kung
He
fu.
is.
He's like over
He's
like
recognizable.
170 like credits to his name. Like he's huge. And he's also in the movie that I would pick for the sequel, so I would tie that in too.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's
makes
very
it easier.
Yeah, it makes it easier. It's yeah. We'll get into it later.
does he have the same hairstyle?
No, he doesn't. But there would be a like a story for that. There'd be a story for
Oh.
that. Yeah.
I'm
I've thought a
excited
little
about the story now. So
I am a great magician. I have hair.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this movie. Likes, dislikes, everything in between. Favorite scene, favorite joke. Which one?
Oh man, there's so many to choose from.
it's the expectation that the chosen one is going to say "whoa" when Woe introduces herself, and he just says "okay." Every time I watch it, I think he's going to say "whoa," but he doesn't say "whoa."
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesse?
Let me think.
Okay, for me, like the part that gets me all the time is like, so we talk about the specific scene where like Master Payne is getting hit by all these like different people. It's the scene after where he's like, I need to see if I have this ability, and he hires these 4 guys to do the same thing, hit him in the groin, hit him across the chest, all this stuff,
In the back.
and they just from the second he gets hit in the groin, he just immediate
he's
pain.
he's on the
He's
ground.
immediate pain, and they're like talking about like, well, what do we do now? And he said he would give us a sign, and so they keep beating him. And then he's like, oh, but he did mention like he'll throw us off, and they all just like lay on him,
Yeah.
and they just all lay on him, and it's just so funny.
Okay, we're ready to be thrown off now.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's a good one. It's really like that. I can laugh at that a lot.
Oh man, I'm gonna pick two because they're so good.
hmm
But my favorite one, I actually animated in my animation class.
Oh,
So I'll insert that somewhere in the podcast.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to see that.
I have it also here.
Yeah.
But when when Master Tang goes to Betty to fight him, and he's just and the conversation that they have, and Master Tang is sick, so he's coughing,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Geez, close your mouth, we're all going to catch it." And it's like, "Okay, I'll shake your bouncy booty," and they start fighting,
Yeah.
and they insert a guy. A beatbox
With a
guy,
beatbox, yeah.
and he's playing music when he beats him up.
And it's
Eh.
hammer time.
And it's hammer time, yeah. And then later on, he plays what does he play? No, hammer time, is it that one? Stop hammer time. Yeah, it is that one.
That one.
And
That's
then
in hammer time.
And the second one, he plays I Like Big Butts, and I cannot lie. Yeah. And then the this always gets me too, is when Master Tang is fighting him the second time in the
Mhm.
field, and he goes to like attack Master Pain. Betty goes to attack him with the claw, and he goes, "Okay, here are my options here." And he goes, "A," he goes, I can roll, dodge it,
To the side.
take it out with a spinning back kick, or B, take the claw to the face and die." Like, should have gone with A. Like,
I'm a birdie too. I thought you were gonna say that.
that
part.
one, that one's good. In the movie, they do actual bird sounds, but then Betty just goes, "Oh, I'm just a birdie too." You have to watch the original to like. You cannot. So, if you watch Kung Pao and you watch the original, you will not enjoy the movie for the movie. You will just be laughing at
Uh huh.
the voices in your head. Yeah,
Probably. I
Yeah.
probably will. Yeah.
it's good. It's so good.
But isn't Betty a woman's name?
The joke we did like 4 episodes ago.
Do they edit the triangles on his chest?
No, triangles are there.
Really?
The triangles are there.
Are they part of the story? Like it's his weakness.
That's his weakness.
In the story?
Yes.
What?
If he goes like,
Yes, they have a whole. The montage in there is in the actual movie.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
wooden
Yeah.
statues.
Yes.
That's crazy.
They have actual lines from the movie in this movie.
Ooh.
So when Ling's father dies,
Mm-hmm.
it's not actually Ling's father. It's actually Wimp Lo's character that dies.
Oh.
So
Okay.
her line is, "He's my father. I'd known him my entire life. We were friends. I loved him." And in the actual movie, she's talking about Wimp Lo, and she goes, "Well, I've known him my entire life. We were friends. I loved him." Like, it's just like the exact same thing, but applied to a different person. Like, there's multiple examples of that. But
Interesting.
it's so good. Like, yeah, it's. Ah, man, I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm so glad. Just the random noises to make up for all the extra mouth movements. Like, it's so good. Like, who would think this? Like, in my head, this is part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, just the stands and like the powers and.
Literally nothing related to JoJo. It's just goofy.
What stands?
But
What
like
powers?
the tongue, talking. They have a talking tongue in the. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and then just like a guy with alien powers, like he's a ventriloquist, he's a magician,
Why are
like
you like? I am a
I can
great
change shirt
magician.
colors.
yeah, that's
Your
his
clothes
stand power.
are red. Okay, so now I mean I should probably just watch the movie on my own. Does his clothes actually change color in the?
Different scenes. They're just different scenes. So
funny.
another scene change is when they have Master Tang like he's talking and then all of a sudden he's sitting and then Chosen One's like, why are you sitting? Why are you laying down? It's just a different scene change. So
That's
it's
funny.
just it's so good. Like yeah. You have to watch it. I sent it to you guys and like it'd have been cool if you guys watched it, but you guys can watch it on your own time. Like it's so good. Just the idea of having this haircut in a kung fu movie as your main villain is just so bonkers. Like
He's not as intimidating looking as he can be.
yeah, but that's what makes him so classic. Like
What are you guys doing later? I'm wondering if we can, like,
get a pizza or scam some chicks or something.
because I like the ladies.
I do like him.
And they like me. For like the longest time, we tried to imitate his voice so well. I thought we were getting close, and then we just stopped.
I watch it again. It's like that. They don't sound like that.
Yeah, it's so good. It's just like it's a spoof, but it's also like its own unique project. Like
Right.
it's spoofing the idea that there's a chosen one in kung fu movies and
I'm
even like
coming.
in Bruce Lee movies, like he's invincible,
Right.
and the chosen one is pretty much invincible, I would say. I mean, I guess he can be killed, but like he's doesn't really get hurt.
Right. He's not at
honestly.
risk.
Yeah, he's not at risk. But it makes fun of like your superhero, like your Bruce Lee characters, and
Yeah.
also just makes fun of like the dubbing. It makes fun of how bad some of like the Chinese like continuity was, and like these films in like the 70s are made probably for like $10,000 or less or something like that, and they're so goofy, and that dubbing it makes it on purpose goofy, but it's so good at. If you enjoy old kung fu movies, you'll probably enjoy this movie. Yeah. Because remember we started watching kung fu movies in September and in August, and we're like, man, these movies are not good.
Right.
And
Not that I remembered.
yeah, we would assume they were all good, and this is it's like making fun of it. Like, yeah, these movies aren't good, so I'm gonna have fun while making a bad movie.
You get to see a CGI cow fight.
Yeah, CGI cow fight. And it's making fun of the Matrix. Like, it's stealing the
Yeah.
Matrix bullet time, but with milk. Yeah.
Innovation.
Yeah. It's just-
Innovation.
Innovation.
all right. So there's a couple of jokes in here I don't understand, and I want to see if you guys understand it too.
Okay.
When after they beat up the ventriloquist, Betty randomly says Orson, and then they go Welles. I'm just like, I know Orson Welles, but I don't understand that reference at all.
It's foreshadowing the aliens.
Is it?
I don't know. I was just saying.
I mean, that's a good call.
That's a really good guess.
That's a good call.
That's actually a good guess.
War of the World style that they come from the heavens. And
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that's their code.
Okay. Maybe. All right. That was a
Yeah,
really
call and
fast
response.
response.
That's really good. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
I do this. I didn't really mean it that way, but yeah.
And then right after that, the both the ventriloquists are swinging, and they're like, "I swing a bit more. I swing a bit less." And then I don't understand the joke of, "Well, we both swing if you know what we mean." Like I'm like,
Swingers?
swingers? Is it? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Maybe.
guessing.
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing. Too.
Okay.
There's a lot of innuendos like
There's
that.
a lot of innuendos. Yeah.
Right.
Especially with the tongue. There's a lot of like
Yeah.
adult jokes that you don't understand as a kid.
I mean, that's not much of an innuendo. That's
Yeah.
explicit.
There's literally, yeah, just.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, the supreme gift. You're like, kids are going, and so is the guy. Trust the power of the tongue. Like, it's making fun of like guys and maybe their inability to use certain parts. I don't know. So let's see. I don't know. Okay, so you have Savage Killers. That's the first movie, and you have Kong Pao, which is not a sequel, but it's making fun of the movie. But so what happened it'd be either a trilogy or a quadrilogy. I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate Savage Killers. I'm trying to incorporate how to incorporate Savage Killers as part of the like 4 movies. So either Kung Pao or Savage Killers is first. I haven't decided yet. Too many people die to really make sense, but I think that'd be part of the movie. And then I would reference Kung Pao 2. So Kung Pao 2 is a Tongue of Fury. So that would be flashbacks in my movie somehow in this in the
Tongue of
movie
Fury?
in no, and so the movie I'm taking is called The Deadly Strike, and I haven't figured out the name for the movie, but it would make flashbacks to Kung Pao, maybe using some of the deleted scenes. I don't know yet. But in Deadly Strike, you have Bruce Lee, L.I., and if you look at the other podcast, the one before it, with Game of Death, you'll see him in the credits, or Sell It Sip, isn't it? No, or Ranking. I listed all the Bruce Lee impersonators, so he's in there. He's the most famous Bruce Lee impersonator. So in this movie, the Bruce Lee guy comes in and is a police chief, and he's trying to defeat this gang, and you have Betty's character. He's actually a prisoner, and they basically it's like Suicide Squad, but did be goofier. So Betty's character has an eye patch, and he has hair, and he uses, what weapons does he use? He throws knives, but there would be some connection. So you have to pay attention to Kung Pao to understand this. You have to pay attention to Master Tang. Just because you doesn't mean you die. So you don't see Betty die. You just see him fall, and he says, "I fell and I hurt my tummy." So he didn't die. He actually just falls and he hurts his tummy, and he comes back in the sequel.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, and Chosen One is not just one. It's multiple. It's actually multiple. Betty's the Chosen One, and so is the Chosen One. Okay. And then Bruce Lee's impersonator is a Chosen One as well. And then there's multiple Chosen Ones, and they're basically, it's sort of like the Avatar, but there could be more than one at the same time. So I've thought about it. I'm thinking about it.
Are they the Chosen One all because of the same reason? Because
no,
of their tongue?
They all have different attributes. So it's basically like stands, but they're just called Chosen Ones.
Okay. So this is your way of making your own JoJo series.
It's just basically... the name was gonna be something like The Chosen One, like Bizarre Adventure or something like that.
Really subtle, really subtle. Okay.
Hey, I copyrighted it. I'm not saying it, but here's a hint.
But yeah, you have to watch. I seen this movie, and it was so goofy and so good at the same time. There is a fight scene in here I've never seen done in a kung fu movie before. And I've seen a decent amount of kung fu movies, so you have to watch it, and I'll explain to you later what fight I'm talking about. But yeah, there's potential for not only one movie, but spin-offs using old Chinese movies.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be so good. It'd be so good. It would revitalize not only like people going back and watching the movies, but it would start a new genre. It wouldn't be surprise kaiju movies, but it'd be that niche genre of goofy spoofs of kung fu movies.
Right, redone or redubbed over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I started a GoFundMe, and that will be like a big project.
That we do eventually.
We
make
do
our own
eventually.
film.
Yeah. And Deadly Strike is the one I would use.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
look up how much buying the rights of that would be.
yeah, I was looking it up and I couldn't find it. I looked up the studios and everything, and they basically existed for like 2 years. So I don't know even who owns the rights to some of these movies.
I mean, at some point we just do it and release it as an indie film.
Maybe. Yeah. And then when they contact us, then we'll...
Yeah, we make a better movie for them.
Yeah. We'll make a trailer for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, there's so much potential for this.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have fun and give people, like, a creative outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Betty is the chosen one, so he's the master of pain. He's also a master of nicknames. He gives, I forgot which nicknames he gives exactly. Floppy and like just random names. He gives good nicknames. He's also a great magician, so he's a master of magic. He's a master of ventriloquism. He's also a master of disguise because
Yeah.
in the sequel, he's actually disguising himself.
Okay.
Chosen One is the master of tongue. He's also the master of the reverse capture method.
Yeah.
Yep. And then maybe there's other ones in the movie, but I don't know. I haven't really thought about that, but
It's okay. We can go back to the regular movie now.
I think once he started to like go off on his tangent, I was just like, okay, I could check out. Once you started like going off about multiple chosen ones, and I was just
it's got to
like,
get crazier and it's got to get like bigger than that. Like Mushu Fasa, like there'd be like there's like there's got to be like all like gods in there too incorporated.
Right.
Yeah,
More father figures.
more father figures. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh man.
It's just I want to get in contact with Steve Odekirk and figure out like the thought process, what started it. It'd be cool to just like get an interview like somehow with him, to like
Right.
what was your first thought to even get the spark, and like what other movies did you look at it had potential to be a spoof and you didn't do, and why? Like it'd be really cool to
Yeah. It
Get
makes me
that.
want to watch more of his stuff.
of Steve Odekirk.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Ace Ventura, Pet Detective? Any of those?
have.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are.
he was.
I think he's the producer of those or a
Okay.
director. I think
Alright.
he directed the second one.
Okay.
He's also there's a movie on Vudu that I bought, and I think it's called Nothing to Lose.
Okay.
He has a great dance scene in that. Almost Morbius
Is he the main
level.
character in there?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's
but
not.
He dances in there.
Yeah. I forgot who the.
Morbius level.
Yeah, almost Morbius level of dancing. I'll have to play it for you. But he's just goofy. Just
Yeah.
the movies he makes is goofy.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate what you've done with this movie. Some people they give it a bad rating, but if you make a sequel, I'll contact you and we'll get a contact for talking about a universe.
You wanna
A
hear
whole
some bad
series.
news?
A whole series, yeah.
You want to hear some bad news?
What?
No.
You want to know who owns the rights to this film?
To which film? To
Kung-
Kung Pao?
Kung Pao.
Who? Who owns the rights to this film?
You want to take a guess?
Disney?
Yeah.
No way.
Good luck.
How does Disney own the rights to Kung Pao?
Acquired 20th Century Fox.
Oh.
Good luck making a sequel.
Yeah, especially after I talk so much shit about them.
Jesse's dreams went. You're
You're gonna have to call it something else with different characters.
Yep, different characters.
Just a whole new thing.
It's just gonna be in the style of Kung Pao.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can't do the same characters anymore.
Yep. I can use. It won't be Master
Orange
Pain.
chicken, fist, tongue of fury.
Kentucky Fried Orange Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Orange Chicken.
We can do it. I know
we can still do it.
Yeah, we can still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have anything else to say about this movie?
I like him feisty. This is definitely the most quotable movie of all time for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for both of us.
I still laugh at the camera resetting or the scene resetting every time he runs
Oh,
toward frame or zooming in and out. It's just the repetitive stuff just makes me laugh still.
yeah, zooming in and out,
Yeah.
and then it zooms onto his nipple. And
Yeah. Ling taking off her jacket on and off and on and off, being indecisive.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
His favorite scene.
Yeah.
Favorite scene.
I can only imagine.
I'm
Had to use
imagining
my
right now.
imagine- Yeah. I can tell. No.
What does he say? Like, stay like, Mei Ling here. She'll assist you. Be not like wary of her shyness, for it will pass.
And then it cuts to a scene of somebody opening a shirt and then closing it.
And then the sound effects, like his eye, like the sound effects are great in this.
I don't think you'll be able to answer this question, Albert, but like, do you have, because you say you think it's funny that we quote it all the time. Do you have like a favorite quotable from us from this movie?
Dude, I don't know if I can remember, but I mean, it's probably just Call Me Betty. It's,
Or the owl one. I want to get a sticker on my window that has an owl plus a bungee cord and then a
My
donkey.
ass.
Yeah.
Equals
My ass.
ass.
like, I don't get it, but it's funny.
And then he's just telling a joke because he's trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah, right. And everyone laughs because he's Betty, so they have to laugh.
In the movie, so he's going around and he's intimidating kung fu school. So he's there with Master Tang, but in the
Right.
movie it's the chosen one. And he goes around and he goes, you got to get everyone to cooperate. And he goes, Master Tang goes, and if they won't cooperate, there's going to be trouble, right? And Betty goes, no, there won't be any trouble. And he goes, dead men have no troubles. And he goes, ah, and everyone laughs around him.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah. So it's good. Yeah. Maybe we'll just do a episode on Tiger Crane Fist. Eventually.
fun.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah.
In what was August again? End of September was Strike Hard September, but August was.
Do we even have anything for August?
I don't
I
think we had a
sure
theme.
we had. I'm pretty sure we had
Really?
a
theme to it?
title, a theme to it, because we did kung fu movies in there. You came up with a name. Well, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Okay.
Yeah. I swore I had more to talk about.
John predicted this would be pretty short.
How short is it right now?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, if you cut out everything about you talking about making a sequel, it would be pretty short.
yeah, it would be pretty short.
Yeah, I was supposed to like get in contact with the movie studio and like have information like about that and
Your dreams are...
yeah,
How much do you think it would cost?
yeah.
For what?
Get
to-
the rights to use of an old kung fu movie.
An old kung fu movie, I don't know, maybe I would be hopeful 50K? I would be
Oh.
hopeful.
I was thinking a little bit less than that. He was thinking way more.
I was thinking of like $1 billion, maybe.
I mean, depends on the movie.
Not if it's like old, like an obscure Chinese movie
Right.
like
But
this.
if a studio still has the ownership of it where they could give it away,
yeah.
yeah, I would hope for like maybe 10K.
I was hoping like 10 or 20K.
Yeah.
I was hoping for that. Yeah. So we could raise the funds, 10, 20K,
yeah.
and then we either do the acting ourselves
We'd
and
have
insert
to.
our own
We'd
selves.
have
We're not going to be able to afford anything else.
I mean,
Yeah.
like we can get other people like
Our
that
friends.
would want to like a project like this to. Yeah, we can learn green screen.
Yeah.
Sound effects would be pretty simple.
Uh-huh.
But
But paying an actor would be hard.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, you're in.
yeah. This movie, sort of similar to finishing the game. I think eventually we should get to finishing the game
Mm-hmm.
because it's a lot more meaningful than I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
You watched it recently?
No, I haven't.
But
I was
from
watching
what you
stuff.
remember.
Yeah, what I remember
Yeah.
and just watching like interviews with him and
Mhm.
yeah. Man, I love bad kung fu movies. So good. So good.
Anything else, John?
No.
'Kay.
I don't got nothing. Any more quotes you want to shout before we leave? I'm thinking of some right now.
Open the mouth. I mean, just anything with Wimplo is pretty funny too.
Wimplow's funny.
Yeah.
Betty is funny. Like
Foot to face.
yeah, foot to face style. I'm bleeding. That's
Go
the
ahead.
one we always quote.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm bleeding, making me the victor. Leap that wall if you're so great. And in the movie, Wimplow's a competent fighter, but
Right.
but not this
They
movie.
cut to a scene where he just flops against the wall.
Yeah, in the movie, he does it first, and then
Chosen one.
the Chosen One's character also does it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just flops into the wall butt first.
yeah, yeah. It's so good.
The scene of the baby just tumbling over. You think it ends, and the story picks up
yeah.
where the lady picks up the baby, but here you go.
so cute. Bye bye. And then she like rolls him down the hill.
Yeah.
Everything what Betty is just gold. Like super good. I need one more Betty quote before I leave. I just need one more. Think of one, and we can sign off. That's your assignment.
Does he say anything in the river when they're fighting?
I'm just spinning my chain,
Swinging my chain.
swinging my chain.
Hey,
No.
I'm a man too.
I see the way you look at him. I'm a man too, you know. I go pee-pee standing up. What was I gonna say?
Taco Bell.
When they fall down the waterfall, and then the killer whale goes down.
Whale.
The way that they end the movie in this one, where he's doing the fighting montage and he's learning how to like train his hands, super similar to Savage Killers or The Savage Killers. So, he's training. He has to go to the blacksmith. He has to go get the spikes. He has to train with them. They don't have mustaches and wigs like they do in the movie, but there are wooden dummies. He's actually training. So he knows the tiger style, but he hasn't perfected the crane style. So this is perfecting the crane style. And so he finally figures out, he gets his fingers tough enough to pull out the spikes, but then he still has to figure out how to defeat like Betty's invincible punches. So in the movie, he buys a pound of nuts. That's a lot of nuts. Like there goes another one. and then he goes.
Didn't give anyone else a chance to say it. Just immediately says it.
How loud he says
Yeah,
it
he said
in
it
the
so loud
background.
too.
1 pound, please.
You want fries with that? That'll be $4, baby. And then the phone. He just left with nuts.
Just finish your story.
So in the movie, they buy twine, and they buy twine instead of nuts, and he's like,
That's a lot of twine.
rolling. He does. He just says like, "Wow, that's a lot of twine. Why need a lot of twine?" And then it's actually Link's character buying it for him. So
Okay.
so the whole point of it is Betty relies on his iron claws. So they have to figure out a way how to get his iron claws away. So he uses twine to get the claws like entangled, but also he wraps Betty around in the twine, and he lights it. And so it basically, I think it burns the no, it's actually a chain. Never mind. But somehow he falls down. He's discombobulated by. You remember the deleted scene? Sparkly, so sparkly. It's actually that's in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So he gets Iron Claws away from Betty, and then he defeats him because Link also gets him an bronze gong. I think he puts right here. So instead of a squirrel being smashed, it's actually just a gong being smashed.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So a squirrel is so much better.
It makes no sense.
And then the squirrel just like
He starts
walks
talking
away.
away.
It's nuts.
It was nuts in the hand imprint. Yeah.
That's supposed to be a gong.
It's supposed to be a gong. Yeah.
Okay, it makes more. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd make more sense. Something hard to absorb the impact.
Right, not a squirrel that's squished in CGI.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, final Betty quote.
Final Betty quote. Do you have one?
Do you have one?
You already said I'm a birdie too. No, you go first. You have one?
No, I'm just.
Oh,
I don't have it either.
you don't have one. Ah.
I'm a birdie too.
I also like Master Tang when he's just like, oh, like when he stop. He'll kill you like a small dog.
When he
Like
goes when he doesn't sound himself.
yeah. I don't know. Just anything Betty is like golden. I can't think of something right now, but I don't know.
I feel like there's got to be one we're missing.
So there's got to be one key one that we're missing.
Did we say this one?
Which one?
I'll kill him. I'll kill him dead. Like with a rock or something, like a stone.
Like a stone.
The one I'm seeing is the Master Tang massaging Master Ling's chest.
Yeah. No. I have a mortal wound there. No, don't spoil it. It's for the both of us.
Yes.
The paralyzer. Like, how about a paralyzer? Good night, Floppy. I don't know. I think maybe we got all the main ones.
Yeah.
When you girls are done kissing, I've got some ass kicking for you.
My throat hurts just from trying to do Betty's voice for that long.
Yeah.
I should have definitely warmed up.
That tiny net was surefire, master. Yes, a tiny net is a death sentence. It's a net, and it's tiny.
Swinging the chain, swinging the chain. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Birdie, birdie, birdie.
He's just looking at the painting.
And then when he's just...
yeah, it is evil. It is so evil. It is a bad, bad plan which will hurt many people who are good. I think it's great that it's so bad. Cherry Ripper.
And then when he goes to the evil council, and then he... what does he say to
I
them?
don't remember this one.
Which one?
I spanked you as a baby, and
Oh,
I'll spank you now, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, when he goes like... when he's swinging the chain, he goes up to him, he goes, remember these? He goes, I didn't recognize you without crap in your pants. Like,
Yeah.
I just see that one too.
yeah.
Well, I thought you looked familiar. Sorry, I didn't recognize you without crap in your pants.
He picks up the shoes. Memento.
Yeah. If you have an ass out, kick it. We treated him wrong on purpose as a joke.
My finger points.
Oh, I love it when the chosen one goes up and he goes, I've traveled for many years and many miles. How many miles would you say? 10 million?
He repeats the scene.
Yeah. Yeah. This movie is so quotable. You definitely should watch it. Go buy it. Vudu. Find it on DVD. Go to Zia.
It's a good laugh.
It's a good laugh. We're not doing it justice.
That's right. The evil council are aliens. They're French? Ha ha! Stinky bits and all, baby.
Really
Does he say power up, or was he say anything like that?
fire?
Fire me up or something? Something like
forget
Something
that.
like that. Right.
Yeah, and he gets powers with his gauntlets.
Yep. Is that in the real movie too? Is that in
There's no aliens.
Swan or Tiger or
What, about aliens or getting
Yeah,
powered up?
either way?
No, I don't
Does
think.
he turn red?
I just no, he doesn't turn red. I think he just like after he's like beating up the chosen one,
He
or
just poses.
he just poses. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, the my undies, like he poses. Oh, doggy hump. There's no dog in the movie that helps him. I don't think. Yeah. When all the characters die and then like he like
He goes back to them.
and then he goes back to all of them. Why did you leave? And, oh, Shirley went low. Oh, he's all dead.
No. He's dead.
You hear the flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go watch this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm going to go into Jugs and Plugs.
Okay.
Yep.
Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Like, share, comment. Any questions?
Any Betty quotes? That your
What's
favorite?
What's your favorite quote from this movie?
Yep. Yep.
Was
Was this wig worth $10?
Yes.
yes. This has been the Legendary Sid Podcast, and join us next time for. Will this be the sip we've been looking for?
Bye.
Bye.